Anything, this is allegedly. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping, okay? Okay. So allegedly, Cassie has turned over evidence to the feds. Yes, to the feds. She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include TD Jakes with Diddy.
You act just like the sinner.
That's right.
And you think just like the sinner.
That's right. That's right.
That's why you find TD Jakes hanging out with Puff Daddy.
Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons. Money or sex. That's all that happens at Diddy parties.
Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone?
Hey, folks, you won't believe the wild news I've got for you today. So after all those lawsuits hitting Diddy, it's like a domino effect on everyone around him, seriously. It feels like Diddy's carrying around a bag of bad vibes, and guess who's the latest to catch some of that drama? TD Jakes. Yeah. The super respected man of God. Can you even wrap your head around that? It's like we can kind of get why Diddy's got some shady rumors given the whole music industry scene? But when someone like TD Jakes gets ragged into it, it's a whole different level anyways. If you're into crazy celebrity gossip, grab your popcorn cuz this is going to be one wild ride. So TD Jakes, the big name pastor, is blowing up online since December 24, 2023. Well, there's this TikTok user that's making some wild claims about him. Apparently, R&B singer Cassie Ventura spilled some tea to the FBI accusing Diddy of serious stuff a month after filing a lawsuit against him for some pretty awful acts during their decade-long relationship. So after Cassie settled her beef with Bad Boy Records boss Diddy, this TikTok user dropped some bombshell claims. Apparently, Cassie handed more stuff to the FBI, like tapes from Diddy's wild parties and even Kim Porter's secret phone. Now, here's the jaw dropper the TikTok user says. There's an email that points fingers at Diddy's close buddy pastor TD Jakes. Yeah, the same man who officiated Kim Porter's funeral. Crazy, right? According to the TikToker, there's this clip floating around where dude spills the beans that Cassie dished out tapes showing Diddy's wild parties involving not just TD Jakes, but a bunch of other big shots, and things allegedly got pretty scandalous, like S-wording with multiple men at the soirees. Insane, right? Okay, so we all know TD Jakes, the big deal behind the Potterhouse Church in Dallas, right? He's like the top Christian preacher in the U.S., rubbing shoulders with celebs, especially Diddy. Time magazine even crowned him America's best preacher, and the New York Times called him one of the nation's most influential and mesmerizing preachers. But hold up, things are getting weird. Diddy and Jake, who've been tight, are now in the spotlight after Diddy got hit with lawsuits for alleged misconduct. Diddy's been singing praises about Jake, crediting him for helping out during some dark times in 2021. They even joined forces to bring Jake's sermons to Revolt TV now, with this TikTok video claiming Diddy's ex Cassie spilled the beans on some shady stuff, saying Jake was up to no good with young folks at Diddy's parties. Total head scratcher for real, and the internet's going nuts over it. The email says, so I want to put you up on game on the real nature of Diddy and Bishop Jake relationship. But first, let's understand that Bishop Jake is not of God. He is undoubtedly a Freemason. And so was Diddy, and I say he was because it seems as though he has been stripped of his protection privileges and power, but make no mistake about it, his soul is still spoken for or by he devil. He will never be able to fend off or escape that harsh reality anyways. I'm told Diddy and Jake masked the real nature of their relationship. According to the email, back in June 1983, Kim Porter claimed TD Jakes was accused of messing with a young guy just a year after tying the knot with his wife. The word is the whole thing got hushed up somehow. Fast forward to 1999, when a guy threatened to spill the beans on Jake mysteriously. He vanished. Pastor blank spills that the dude got paid off to stay quiet. 2 years later, the same guy turns up dead with a gunshot to the head. Talk about shady, right? No names. Though this all went down at Emmanuel Temple of Faith in Smithers, West Virginia. Rumor has it folks from Jake's hometown insist he's been on the down low with guys all along, and there's even talk of some older pastor grooming him when Jakey's hits up Diddy shindigs. Rumor has it he's throwing back massive amounts of buoy and puffing on cigars in some exclusive part of the house. Now, just because he's in a private area that's invite only doesn't mean he's off the radar. Apparently he's still under what? Oh, and get this, the bishop's wife never shows up to Diddy's bashes, and word is she's well aware of what's going down. People are saying she's questioned why she's never been on the guest list. According to blank, Cassie's in the loop about the bishop's scandals, and Kim Porter found out through servers who spilled the beans about Diddy's wild parties. Kim was all set to spill the tea in her book. It's wild, right? But he got to remember these are just some crazy claims floating around on social media. No hard evidence still. That didn't stop everyone from going nuts on social platforms. And now TD Jakes is blowing up online. One person said surprised, but not surprised about TD Jakes because he was good friends with Eddie Long and birds of a feather flock. Another said, I'm glad all this stuff is hitting the fan. Time for Hollywood to finally be exposed. Now get this, there's this psychic on TikTok who apparently called all this craziness like 2 years back. She went on this rant about TD Jake being a Freemason, taking Eos cultic vows, and being in some brotherhood serving Satan as his true boss. According to her, he's using his gifts to mess with people's heads. Oh, and here's the kicker. She predicted that Jake would be in one of the biggest scandals ever, saying he's not exactly straight, and the whole thing would be about his sex orientation. It's mind-blowing, right? While there's no proof to back up the claims against Jake. This isn't his first rodeo with controversy. Back in 2009, Jake's son Jermaine got in hot water for allegedly doing some indecent stuff at Key Park in Dallas. Fast forward to last year, and there's more drama. Jake's daughter's estranged hubby got accused of some really awful stuff with their adopted daughter, and guess what? Diddy's no stranger to these kinds of rumors. Either now Maze, the former Bad Boy Records artist, has had enough of staying quiet. He's spilling the tea, claiming he's allegedly been in a sketchy relationship with Jake for ages. But wait, there's more. Mace is accusing Diddy of making all the Bad Boy artists get involved into freak-offs with him, holding their careers over their heads. It seems like some Bad Boy Records artists are spilling the beans on Diddy, and let me tell you, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Diddy's got a rep for not treating his artists too well. Some of them got the short end of the stick. Either he paid them peanuts or didn't cough up anything at all. Take Tanya Blount, for example. She spilled that Diddy made her record a ton of songs she hated, only to drop her like a hot potato and ditch the entire album. But wait, it gets worse. She says she got so fed up with the album being ignored that she even tried to take her own life. She said, it was the hardest decision because that was how I was able to provide and take care of my family at the time. It was so hard, it broke me. It really did. I went into therapy with bad thoughts and even attempted to unalive myself. I was in a Dallas hospital on 72 hours watch. I had taken pills. I decided this is it. My son was fine. He would have had people to take care of him. I just gave up. Hey, folks, you won't believe the wild news I've got for you today. So after all those lawsuits hitting Diddy, it's like a domino effect on everyone around him. Seriously. It feels like Diddy's carrying around a bag of bad vibes. And guess who's the latest to catch some of that drama? TD Jakes. Yeah. The super respected man of God. Can you even wrap your head around that? It's like we can kind of get why Diddy's got some shady rumors given the whole music industry scene. But when someone like TD Jakes gets ragged into it, it's a whole different level. Anyways, if you're into crazy celebrity gossip, grab your popcorn cuz this is going to be one wild ride. So TD Jakes, the big name pastor, is blowing up online since December 24th, 2023. Why? Well, there's this TikTok user that's making some wild claims about him. Apparently, R&B singer Cassie Ventura spilled some tea to the FBI, accusing Diddy of serious stuff a month after filing a lawsuit against him for some pretty awful acts during their decade-long relationship. So after Cassie settled her beef with Bad Boy Records boss Diddy, this TikTok user dropped some bombshell claims. Apparently, Cassie handed more stuff to the FBI, like tapes from Diddy's wild